Welcome to the back room of the Randomville Bar and Grill, where it gets weird!
Alright, welcome to Randomville. Hey, what's up?
Long time no
Is that how we're just going to start?
Why not?
Hey, y'all, I guess welcome back to Randomville, North Dakota from the middle of the, what, Gracie?
That.
Wow!
Oh, we finally got a great Huck on camera.
That was fantastic.
That was
I
good.
wasn't even trying.
I
I'm
don't
sorry
know,
if you're...
no one outside of Randomville knows this. Huck always does his good burps when the cameras are not rolling,
Or,
Yeah.
so that's
That was a good
legendary.
one.
That was a heck of a mouth fart.
I have a very, what's the word? Bad acid, like, in the stomach, so I always have good
You've got
Reflux?
reflux?
That's
Acid
the word.
reflux?
Well,
Yeah, I bet all the carbonated drinks that you consume really help with
I
that.
have bad acid reflux. Watch as I drink a can of acid.
He has 2 cans of these.
they'll see him throughout the
He has
episode.
an empty bottle, and then he's got 2 Red Bulls. Just. Alright, let's.
Anyway, we are.
Why
in
is
the
my
middle-
body falling apart?
We're in the middle of the Hoople Triangle, the great astrophysical phenomenon that finds itself in between 3 North Dakota cities, those being Hoople,
Buttsville.
and Cole Harbor, or alternatively, you took the left turn at Absarac and the right turn at
Buttsville!
Buttsville?
Colfax.
Today, Junior.
And when you got to the fork in the road, what did you do, Austin?
Borrowed it. For a
What?
little too long.
Okay, that's acceptable.
Yeah, okay.
Is
That's
it?
a new one.
Yeah.
I don't think I can borrow a, like, when you drive to a fork
I
in the
took it.
road, like, yeah, but you
You
can't, like,
borrowed
You
borrow-
it.
didn't take it. You took it, but you didn't take it, so you borrowed it.
Yeah.
And that's how you get in Randomville, North Dakota, where today
Wow, we figured it out.
we are bringing you another edition of Randomville, North Dakota, the trivia show with general knowledge.
General knowledge.
And don't
Okay.
forget that the loser of the episode does get to wear the Jerky the Cow hat of losers.
Wow, that was
Probably
two.
gonna be me
Okay,
today,
I'm
let's
done.
be real.
All
I
right,
promise.
so let's have some fun. Just to remind you of the format, we have 15 questions today. The
15
first,
questions.
how many
12.
questions? 12. Make up round 1 when all 3 of our yahoos here get to compete and try and get as many points as possible.
I didn't do it. That was Dan.
What?
And then at the end of round 1, after the 12 questions have been asked, whoever is in last place is awarded the aforementioned Jerky the Cow hat of losing. And then the top 2 move on to the final 3-question shootout where the scores are reset. And the winner wins the Jerky the Cow trophy of winning. Have I covered everything?
I think so.
All right, awesome.
Except for the answers.
We'll get to those.
Question number 1.
Yeah, fine.
Francis Scott Key was inspired to write the poem that became the Star-Spangled Banner by the American defense of what fort? This is actually in the title of the poem that became the Star-Spangled Banner.
I thought it was just that. There's a longer name?
It's a 4-stanza poem. The national anthem, I don't even know if it's technically 4 verses, has 4 verses.
Huh.
Yeah.
The more you know.
And then we set it to a British drinking song.
Man. It's the most American thing I've ever heard.
A really difficult to sing British drinking song. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2,
I know
1.
this isn't it, but...
Fort Saratoga, Fort Frederick, or Fort Ticonderoga. It is Fort McHenry.
Yeah.
The defense of Fort McHenry is the title of the
No,
poem.
for real. Someone
Okay,
Google.
but there has something... Frederick, Maryland has something to do with him because their mall is named the Francis Scott Key Mall. I think he's from there or something. That was my guess.
Okay, cool story. Anyway,
Thank you.
question number 2. Bobby Fischer, Gary Kasparov, and Magnus Carlsen are all among the greatest competitors of what game? Bobby Fischer, Magnus Carlsen, and Gary Kasparov are all among the greatest competitors of what game? Dan's already got his answer written down. You two look as if you have just heard Spanish.
Si, senor.
I happen to know this because of a SNL skit, actually.
An SNL sketch. Nice. Nice. Sometimes when I write these questions, I think, who's probably going to know the answer? And
Why do I have a feeling it's always Dan?
my thought writing this one was if Dan doesn't get this one right, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. So 3, 2, 1, let's see the answers. Basketball, NASCAR, and chess. Dan is right. It is chess.
Bobby Fischer. Where is he? I don't know. I don't know.
See, I know that, but I thought that was doesn't it take place on a basketball court?
Nope. It's literally the chess cheer squad.
Oh.
And they're cheering for Bobby Fischer because he was the Magnus Carlsen of the 1990s.
No, the 60s, 70s, 80s. Bobby Fischer was like Cold War
What did I
era
say?
chess. You
90s.
said 90s.
Oh,
That's when the skit was done.
who cares?
Anyway, on to question number 3, as Dan holds a 1-point lead and Gracie and Huck are tied for last. The lyrics of Creedence Clearwater Revival's hit song Travelin' Band begin by referencing what passenger airplane? The lyrics to Travelin' Band by Creedence Clearwater Revival start by referencing what passenger airplane? I'll be a little flexible here, but not very. Cool. Huck, you look like you're still thinking.
What
So-
else is new?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Austin Huck is confused, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Airbus, a Delta Airlines Airbus A320, and nothing. Huck, you didn't write the wrong answer, but you didn't write the right answer.
There's no plane.
Yes, there is. 737 coming out of the sky.
Dang it! I was gonna
I
say a
almost wrote-
737.
I was gonna say a
Boeing
747.
737.
Why can I not
I
think
was
of these
gonna say a
lyrics?
747.
Boy, we are doing great
I
today.
can't think
Oh
of the
my.
lyrics.
You're winning, so
On
shut
to
up.
question number 4. Where can you find the Sea of Tranquility? Where can you find the Sea of Tranquility? You know, it's all fun and games holding those boards to your chest until you accidentally, like, wipe it on
Yeah.
yourself and remove your answer.
I mean, I'm
That's a
not
bigger problem
wrong.
for some
Dan
of
is the
us.
last one writing, and now he's erasing. Oh boy. 5,
Really don't know this?
4, 3, 2, 1. This answer is one small step for man, one giant leap for Gracie Yukas, because the moon is correct.
Oh.
It's in a book. I read it once. Well, kind of. I was read
I mean,
to
he's
me.
not wrong.
He's not wrong, but he's also not right. The Sea of Tranquility is on the moon. It's where Apollo 11 touched down. So Gracie and Dan are tied for the lead with 1 point each.
Woo!
We're off to a great start.
Question number 5. The Harley J. Earl Trophy is awarded to the winner of what auto race? The Harley J. Earl Trophy is awarded to the winner of what auto race? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, crunch. The Coca-Cola 600, the Daytona 500, and the one with fast motorcycles. 2 people are wrong, 1 person is right. And just like last question, Gracie got it.
Yes!
The Harley J. Earl Trophy is awarded to
God,
the winner
that's
of
our question
the
right.
Daytona 500.
Your husband is gonna be so proud and surprised.
Very surprised,
I was
actually.
thinking Harley Davidson.
Dan did pick one of the crown jewels of NASCAR. It just was not the correct crown jewel. And motorcycles,
I was thinking Harley Davidson.
Yeah,
So
that's why
Harley.
it's the Harley Earl.
Harley J. Earl is one human being for whom the trophy was named.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I heard
question number 6, where Gracie holds a 2-point lead, where Dan is...
Mm-hmm.
A
It's a
1
1
point
point
lead.
lead.
I have 2 points.
She's got 2 points over Huck, who's in last. So the cutoff is 0 points right now for
Yeah.
Huck. All right, so question number 6. Wait, yes, question number 6. If Elvis says, "You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine," what are you? If Elvis says, "You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine," what are you? Austin, I'm afraid you might score no points today.
Probably.
Why was this the only one he had a chance of answering?
No, and I think he's got a chance later on. It's just
They're the winning round questions.
the momentum is not in Austin Huck's
No.
favor right now. 3, 2, 1. I kind of feel bad. Nothing but a hound dog crying all the time. Nothing but a hound dog. Austin, you don't get it. Blue suede shoes. Can you display that better for the camera? I don't think they saw it. Austin put blue suede shoes on his board. Well, he wrote it. He didn't actually put blue suede shoes on his
I don't
board.
have a blue
That's a
marker.
point each for Gracie and
I'm
for
right
Dan.
though.
I would have just accepted hound dog,
That's why I didn't know if you were gonna say.
But I'm the rightist.
And
I know I
Dan,
don't get
do you
bonus
know how
points,
many
but I
bonus
do
you
want
points
actually
that
are.
earns
Well,
you?
you are on the right.
I don't want you to give me more bonus points. I just want you to say that I'm the
No,
rightist.
you should have more bonus points.
Dan
and
is
then
the
you can hand it
rightist,
to me.
and for being the rightist on the far left of our seating arrangement,
Actually, he's on our right.
but he's on the viewer's left.
Who cares about the viewers?
Wow!
Fundamentally wrong.
I apologize to the viewers.
Thank you.
It's these three I don't care about.
Okay, fair enough. All right,
You
question
are
number
capable of
7. Whose 2005 funeral was attended by 5 kings, 4 queens, and over 70 presidents and prime ministers? Whose 2005 funeral was attended by 5 kings, 4 queens, and over 70 presidents and prime ministers? This is question 7, by the way. Are we all ready? Gracie's still typing, writing. I don't know what things are anymore. All right, let's. Oh gosh, Huck
No,
is-
you're good.
All right, let's go.
I already
Turn 'em
saw
around.
Gracie's dress.
Johnny Cash, John Paul II, and John Paul II.
I am making a clarification that I am the only one that's currently right because at the time he was not.
Okay.
Well, that's true.
How theological do you want to get right now?
He was not at the time canonized.
Okay. That doesn't really mean much because you're both right. It's John Paul II, Pope John Paul II,
Fine.
now Saint Pope John Paul II.
Johnny Cash?
I wasn't thinking popes.
That's right. You weren't thinking.
Yes, 9 monarchs and 70 presidents and prime ministers all crowded
He
down.
was crazy popular, okay?
I don't know how crazy popular he was in.
He also died in like 03, and I'm aware of that, but I couldn't think of 05.
Fine. I got
I
points.
almost put Princess Di, so just be
I
glad I
almost
knew
put
that.
Ronald Reagan.
So that is a point to
Wow.
Gracie and a point to Huck. So Huck is on 1 point.
Woo!
Yay!
Gracie is on 3 points.
4.
4 points. And Dan is on 2 points. So it's wow, it's my goodness, this
It's
is
a-
like
This is the
barn
only one I'm
burner
gonna
right
win.
here.
this is the
It's where I have a
Cleveland
chance of
Browns
winning.
versus the Cincinnati Bengals in a thunderstorm right now. That's how low scoring it is. Question
Depends.
number
Who's
8.
got home field advantage?
Christopher Lloyd played what role in the 1985 film Clue? What role did Christopher Lloyd play in the 1985 film Clue? Which famously has 3 different endings
Yes.
that you can watch in succession. However, I saw an interview somewhere where Tim Curry said that they shot a 4th ending where he just laughed maniacally and ran around killing everyone. And while I understand it was better to tell the story without having that ending, I really want to see that ending. And Huck is writing, and he should be done in 3, 2, 1. Turn him around. Professor Plum, Colonel Mustard, Colonel Mustard. Last question, Gracie and Austin had the same answer, and they were right. This time, they're wrong. It is Professor Plum.
So,
Yep. The second time in the 80s that Christopher Lloyd played a doctor of sorts with a colorful name.
Doc Brown.
Because he's Doc Brown in Back to the Future. Yep. So Dan is on 3 points, Gracie is on 4 points, Austin Huck is on 1 point. It is time for question number 9. Who has hits as a musician with My Bologna, Fat, and Amish Paradise? Sometimes you just got to put a confidence-building question in these.
I saw him in concert once. Did I tell you guys that?
I did too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Outdoors at Blue Stem Amphitheater in Moorhead.
oh, I wanted to go to that show.
That was a good show.
I saw it in New Jersey.
I chose not to try his last name.
I think I got it.
I'll accept just, first names. Weird Al Yankovic, and Weird Al. I'll take all of those.
How do you
so
spell
that's a point.
Yankovic?
I don't know if I spelled it right.
Yankovic.
I got it!
I think I got it too. Oh no, I think I did a K at the end.
Mm-hmm.
No, you did a C.
Did I?
Yeah. 'Cause
Time
yours
for
looked
question
right.
number 10, where Gracie is now on 5 points, Dan is on 4 points, and Austin is on 2 points.
2.
Butterfly and mushroom are the 2 types of what popular concession stand staple? Let me rephrase this.
Yeah.
Butterfly and mushroom are the names for the 2 shapes of what popular concession stand staple? This will make sense when you find out the answer, because it appears none of you know it.
I have a guess that I could equal parts see being right or wrong. It makes more sense that it'd be wrong.
Butterfly and mushroom are the names of the two shapes of what popular concession stand staple? Show me those answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chicken wings, chicken, and cotton candy. Unfortunately, none of those are right. It is popcorn.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
Mushroom popcorn is like the ball shaped. And then butterfly popcorn is, the kind that you're most used to getting.
More you know.
Never heard that.
All right, on to question number 11. True or false?
I thought there was going to be a third option there for a second.
Only 2 South American nations do not border Brazil. So, Austin, to make this question a little easier to understand, if you think only 2 South American nations don't border Brazil, it's true. If you think more or less than 2 South American nations do not border Brazil, say false. 3, 2, 1. I see false, I see false, I see false. You are all wrong. Ecuador and Chile are the only 2 South American nations that do not border Brazil.
I thought it was going to be 3.
I thought Peru.
No, Peru does.
Yep. Peru does, actually.
Yep. All right, question number 12. This one's more for glory because we know where the hat's going. How many engines are on a Boeing 747?
7.
How many engines are on a Boeing 747? 3, 2, 1, 4, 4, and 5. While I could get technical and say, well, there are multiple other kinds of engines, I really just meant the ones mounted to the plane's wings. So that means Dan and Gracie both move up a point.
See,
Austin?
hold up. How many are you getting technical on?
Well, the auxiliary power unit's a generator, not an engine.
Bolshevik.
I don't see what this has to do with communist rebels.
Yeah, it's not very communist, but Austin, I'm going
this
to
is
ask
a
you to
communism.
place the jerky the
This is
cow.
a communism.
The jerky the cow hat goes on your jerky the cow hat. Oh, by the way, Austin, do you want to show off that jerky the cow hat?
That's pretty nice.
Very nice.
That is a jerky the cow hat available in the Randomville store.
We
Buy
have
yours
that.
today.
Or tomorrow. Whatever's more convenient.
Whenever you get your next paycheck, it's the first thing you should buy.
Unless you need to
Or
pay
Social
rent.
Security check.
If you need to pay rent,
Do that
please
first.
Pay your rent. Yeah.
And buy food.
Don't get
Like for
evicted.
your family or something.
Fine,
Oh,
get
sure.
the essentials and then get the next essential.
That is pretty essential.
Everyone should have one.
You should probably put some money in your savings account.
That would be smart.
Yeah.
If you do have a retirement account that you're putting into, that's nice.
Of course, most of those auto pull.
They do auto pull. However, sometimes if you put a little extra in, your employer also puts extra in.
Same
What
thing
if
with
you're
that.
unemployed?
Well,
Get a
then
job.
You should get a job.
You should,
Okay, fine.
because then you're not getting a paycheck in order to buy the hat.
This is also true.
When will you have enough money to put wheels on your bus?
Once this show starts paying.
So
Never. Yeah.
We're on community television, and if you're interested in being an underwriter of Randomville, North Dakota, email us.
At
randomvilland@gmail.com. And now it's time for round number 2. So we've got Gracie, we've got
I'm
Dan
praying
to
for
decide
Corey.
who gets the Jerky the Cow trophy of winning.
And the score's reset.
The score's already set. So question 1 of round 2. What was the nickname of professional wrestler Randy Savage? Three, 2,
I know it's not that.
1. The refrigerator.
I know it's not that.
It's the Macho Man.
Okay, great.
It is the Macho Man. William the Refrigerator Perry
Yeah, I know.
was a Chicago
Football
Bear.
player, yeah. I
So
know.
your husband is going to be happy that you said that. However, he's probably not going to be impressed that you lost.
I'll be impressed if he watches this.
Hasn't lost yet.
Fair enough.
Isn't it this?
If Dan gets this one right, and no, it's not Faceless Dan. No. You turned the wrong way.
Yeah, I know.
All right. If Dan gets this one right and Gracie gets this one wrong, the last one is just for glory. But who is the voice of the animated character Shrek. Gracie wrote that so fast, I wonder if we're going to be able to read it. 3, 2, 1. Austin Powers, Mike Myers, and Mike Myers.
That's not technically incorrect.
Yeah.
It's not technically incorrect,
But he's
but
not
we don't have to
playing.
worry about if it's technically correct because Austin is wearing the Jerky the Cow hat of losers.
I could also want to feel
All right, so it's 2-1. If Gracie gets this right and Dan gets it wrong, then we move on to a quick fire question for the win.
And I could also went.
You could have. All right, so here is the
Repeat
final
that?
question of the game, which I just lost.
Dang it.
Pietro Ferrara created what globally popular sweet spread in Europe during World War II? Pietro Ferrara created what globally popular sweet spread in Europe during World War II? Gracie knew it right away. Dan?
Oh my gosh, why can't I not think of the name?
I wonder if Dan misheard one of the things I said, but let's have some suspense here. Austin Huck says butter. It is not butter. Gracie says Nutella, and Dan said hazelnut.
Which is not.
An ingredient in Nutella is hazelnuts. Another one is chocolate. And
A
now
cocoa.
it is time.
So
Four.
you didn't say who was right.
I know I didn't.
Technically, I'm not wrong.
No, you are.
If it is in fact Nutella, I am not wrong. Because Nutella is hazelnut spread.
Yeah,
But-
but he didn't
but it
ask what
also
is
has-
in it.
it also has cocoa.
He asked what is the spread.
Was it Nutella? Like, are you just going to tell us that? Or are you going to
I'm guessing because he has his phone out, he's looking for the tiebreaker.
tell us or I'm
question.
going to flash the camera?
Please
I
don't.
didn't have a quick fire question ready. Gracie had it right. It is time for a quick fire tiebreaker question. And now I got to figure out which one of these we're going to use because these are all notes on my phone for a quiz episode I was going to be writing. So congratulations, you two. You've ruined this future quiz.
Not really. Just
And I will let Austin Huck choose the category.
Potables.
I don't have those.
Dang it.
You're asking him to pick a category without knowing what the category is.
Classic movies or cult classic movies?
Classic movies.
Classic movies?
Well, what the
How do we
ones?
buzz in?
Well, no, you're
Are
gonna
we
write down
writing
the
or buzzing?
We'll write.
Yeah,
We'll
you're gonna
write.
write down the answer.
All right.
It doesn't feel very shootout-ish.
Bang. Now does it?
Now it does.
What classic movie features the following phrase? Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. For Moses, he knows his toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes is to be. 5, 4, 3, 2,
What
1.
is that?
Singing in the Rain.
Okay.
Good luck.
With hunting?
That's not even the title of the movie, Dan. Dan, I want you to turn around
Nope.
and grab
Nope.
that Jerky the Cow trophy of winning.
I'll do it.
Hand it to Gracie. It's Singing in the Rain. And it's entirely out of frame.
We just need to get bigger frame.
Gracie wins it. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. For Moses, he knows his toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes is to be. Gracie wins.
Whatever.
The only
Dan
time
has
I'm
now
gonna win.
lost a Randomville quiz show for what, the 5th time?
Fourth.
4th time. Which
Usually to me.
Ah, and one of them was me.
Whatever. It's fine.
Still my glorious moment.
So thanks for
Fine.
joining us here in Randomville, North Dakota, from the middle of the Hoople Triangle, the great astrophysical phenomenon in between 3 North Dakotas.
Maybe
We
Dan
said
will
those
wear
at the
this hat at
beginning. We
some
won't
point.
cover it again. Do check us out online at www.randomvilleND.com.
Yeah.
You can send us an email from there. You can check out the merch store from there. I don't know what else I'm forgetting. Buy his shirt.
I mean, you can.
You can
I'm
buy
starting to
the...
realize that
It's
kinda
been a while
weird.
since we talked about the Noter mug.
Yeah.
Hi, Jake.
You probably didn't watch.
Jake's a guy.
No, we can't talk about
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye! I won!
No.
It doesn't get any better than that.